Yo, welcome to Fast Forward Mindset Motivational Podcast. I'm your host, Coach James. This is where we rewire your thoughts, reset your mindset, and fast forward your life. No more rewinding, just discipline, motivation, and the truth you need to become unstoppable. If you're ready to elevate your mindset and take control of your future, you're in the right place. Let's go.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope all is going well. See, me and my buddy, we work out together a couple times a week, and we got a pretty different workout from a lot of other folks because one of our main focus is not just the weights. We also do basketball drills as well on the basketball court in the gym, of course. And, we do some shoot arounds, we do some jump shots, we do some layup drills, we do some 3-point drills. I mean, we go in there and we just knock it down for at least 45 minutes to an hour. And so we got this thing that we always say, let it fly. And so when we are practicing, we patch under the ball, we just shoot it. And the first thing we say is let it fly. Because if you know anything about being a jump shooter or taking a jump shot, sometimes there could be a little hesitation in between. Either you don't have the ball gripped the right way, or either you don't get a good look at the basket. At least you feel like you don't get a good look at the basket. And so when one of those two things happen, or even a defender's on you, you're kind of hesitant to shoot the ball. And in the essence of that, you should just grab the ball and let it fly. And that's what we always say to each other. Let it fly, bro. Let it fly. Let it fly. But anyways, y'all, if you have not followed the podcast, make sure you hit that follow button, because when you do, you'll never miss a moment to rewire the way you think. So back to my story. Let it fly. Let it fly, y'all. And so it was kind of funny. Me and my buddy was in the gym the other day, and I was playing full court against some other folks. And my buddy happens to walk in and get ready to do his workout routine. And as I'm playing the game, someone passed me the ball, and I hesitated to shoot it. And he turns around and he was like, looks at me and say, bro, we said at the same time, let it fly. Let it fly, bro. Let it fly. And so that's our thing. We always say, let it fly. Let me just try to make a correlation to what I'm tying that phrase or that statement to. Let it fly. It's okay to allow and let people walk out of your life that is not benefiting you in any way. And y'all, I don't mean that in a facetious way, like, oh, you don't need nobody. You can do things all by yourself. You good. I'm not saying it in the aspect of that. I'm only saying that statement, let it fly, in the aspect of someone that's in your life that is not benefiting you. And I'm talking to people who bring you nothing but negativity, who they bring nothing but toxicity to your life. And it's funny I use that word toxicity because I just recorded a podcast episode last week about not allowing toxicity to ruin your day. And so if you didn't catch that episode, go check it out. But it's okay for you to allow people who's causing drama, people who are negative, and people who are ungraceful to walk out of your life. And the tricky part about it is sometimes, y'all, is that the people that we have to let walk out of our life is family members. It could be someone you've been in a romantic relationship for a long time. It could be someone that's a valuable friend that you've had since elementary. And so it makes it more tough to let it fly, right? Let them fly, to be exact. Right. And so we struggle with the point of wanting to hold on to something or someone when it's not giving us any positive benefits, right? And so we try to always hold on to that. But I'm here to tell you that it's okay to let people go or things that does not benefit you in any positive manner. I know a while back, one of my biggest struggles was letting go the idea in my mind that I gotta let the old person inside of me go, because I kept going back to the old James. And it's kind of funny when me and my wife got into Herbalife, and I don't know if y'all are familiar with Herbalife, but Herbalife is health, nutrition, and beauty products. And so we became a distributor. We had a group who we worked out with. We had a group that we went to the group meetings with. It was one of those things that was really cool. So it was a group of folks that we used to hang out with. And and we would take the products. We got really, really good benefits from the products. But I had made up this nemesis, or this other person inside of me. His name was Bobby Black, and it was like my alter ego. And I had like a whole little saying that I said, and it was so funny, y'all, because some of y'all listening to me probably remember me being Bobby Black. My wife doesn't like Bobby Black very much. She'll share that with y'all on one of these episodes. But the saying was, I'm Bobby Black, Bobby Brown's half brother, same mama and daddy. Don't forget it, though. It was so cool because when I would say that, everyone in the crowd would say, don't forget it, though. I didn't have to say that part. They did it themselves. So thank you for those who really appreciated me when I was around. But anyways, that was my slogan. But I bring that up to say that at one point I had to let that inner person go, because that alter ego, Bobby Black, was not really who I was. And so I struggled with letting it fly and just letting it be. And I kept trying to tiptoe back to it. But at one point I was like, you know what? I'm letting that old thing go. Right. And it wasn't that Bobby Black was a bad person. It was just that Bobby Black's mindset wasn't as positive as it is today. The way Bobby Black, the decisions that he made, it wasn't the decisions that I would make today being Coach James. And so I had to let Bobby Black fly. Right. So I've been there. I've done that. I know how hard it is to let something go. But in some cases, you just got to let it fly and let it go, bro. Let it go. I had a really good friend. Story number 2. I had a really good friend I used to hang out with. And this person, who is someone I really thought that I had a lot in common with. And this person I could laugh with pretty much in everyday scenarios, just in life in general. And it was funny because we had our own little thing. When something funny would happen, we would cut the eye with each other, and then we'll be laughing. And if it was in an environment where, everyone was kind of like quiet, we'll look at each other, cut our eye, do that little snicker, and we'll get back to business. But me and this person, I felt like that we had a really, really good, strong bond, and we had a strong relationship that we were building. Well, unfortunately, y'all, I had to let that person fly. This person became very negative. This person became very dramatic. And it wasn't just that the person was dramatic, they were really ungrateful about the life that they had. Well, then this person started to antagonize me, right? And started to attack my character. Let me tell y'all one thing about me is I'm a tough man, and I can take a lot of heat. And you can say things to me that I am able to let roll off my shoulders. But when you start to attack my character, and you start to attack the people that I love, that's around me, that supports me 24/7, then we got a real issue. And then I got to let you fly. And that was this scenario. I had to let this person fly because it was too much to continue to keep dealing with the drama, keep dealing with the animosity, keep dealing with the like I said, dragging my character through the mud. And what made it so crazy is this person didn't do it. Obviously, they did it with little short jabs, right? You've seen a boxer, when a boxer fight, there's the long jab and a short jab, and that short jab comes up when they're closer, right? When they from a distance, you can throw that jab out to keep them from coming in, right? But when they walking in on you, you got to throw the short jab and let them walk into it, and they'll back up if that jab is tough enough, right? And so this person was throwing short jabs to where nobody seen it. You couldn't hear it. All you could do was feel it. And I was the one that was feeling it. So I had to say, I got to let it fly. And unfortunately, I haven't talked to that person in years now. It's just one of those things, y'all, where I got to the point to where I had to let it fly. And I'm happy where I am right now about letting that person fly, right? I don't feel like I lost anything from going that direction with it. So we all have things or people in this world that we just got to let it fly. So, y'all, I got a couple things I want to talk about as to how, when you let something fly, how do you deal with it? Because, like I said, sometimes you keep tiptoeing around it, you keep going back to it, and you keep riding that wave instead of you just letting it go and letting it be what it is and just let it fly. So, number one, how to deal with people and let them fly, or anything in general, right? Number one, be cordial, right? And when I say be cordial, be friendly to that person. It's okay to be friendly. You don't have to throw jabs because they're throwing jabs at you. Two wrongs don't make a right, no matter how you look at it, right? So be cordial, be friendly, be positive around that person. Be yourself. You know, what I wouldn't want y'all to do is that when you let someone in your life go, when you go around that person, you put on this fake facade, or you become this fake person that's not really you, to try to show that person and prove a point. I'm great without you. You don't need to do all that. Just be yourself. Be cordial, be positive, and be sincere, right? Like I said, no low jabs. Hey, hope all is going great in your life. Hey, how's it going? Hope everything is perfect. And just keep it moving, okay? So number one, be cordial to people once you say you let it fly, okay? Number two, be judgment free. Don't judge that person based on their actions. You've already let it go. Why you got to judge them? You let it fly, right? It's like when I'm shooting the basketball and my buddies say let it fly. Once that ball leaves my hand, all I can do is two things: either watch it go in or watch me break it. Let it fly. That's the way it happens, right? But I'm not judging myself because I took that jump shot, no matter where I took it from. I'm not judging myself because I told myself I was gonna let it fly, and I gotta let it fly. So number two, be judgment free. I had this buddy I used to work with all the time, and I just be like, "Hey man, can I tell you something?" Because this dude was really chill. He was cool, and he was really, really mature about life, and he was a big believer in God. And I loved his drive and his passion for God. But he would say, when I would say, "Hey, can I tell you something?" He'd be like, "Hey man, you're in a non-judgment free zone with me, brother. Say whatever you gotta say." And so I loved his statement about you in a non-judgment free zone with me. So a judgment free zone is what he would say. I want to know why I put non in there, but he would say you in a judgment free zone with me. And so that point that he was making was helping me understand and giving me clarity that I could share anything with him and he wasn't going to judge me. So in a scenario, once you let it fly and you let somebody go, be in a judgment free zone with them. Don't judge them. Just let it be. Last but not least, I've already said it, but I'm going to say it again. Be positive, be polite, right? There's no sense of you not being positive and polite. No matter how difficult it was for you to let it fly, no matter how difficult your emotions are tied into it, let it fly. Be polite, be positive, let it go. You already did the best thing in your life about for letting that person just fly, right? And so those are three things that you can do once you let it fly to help you continue to let it fly and keep your distance, right? And I would say one big thing is that you need to have boundaries now, right? If you're not going to have that same comfort level with that person because whatever happened, don't have that same comfort level, but make sure you got your boundaries up and you stick to your boundaries, right? And so those are things that you can do that once you let it fly, you let it fly. So y'all, I hope that was helpful for y'all who's been struggling with letting something or relationship go, because a lot of times we struggle with it. We don't want to hold on. We just keep going back and, like I said, tiptoeing around it. So next time you got the basketball and you're wide open, just think of this. Let it fly. Let it fly. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for listening to today's episode. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to check out my website. It's www.rewirethewayouthink.com. Y'all, I'm not hard to find. I'm on IG all day, every day. It's James Watkins at 40 and Fit Life Coach. If you're struggling today with thoughts of suicide, thoughts of hurting yourself or someone else, please don't hesitate to call a suicide prevention hotline at 988. Y'all don't forget to hit the follow button. With the follow button, you never miss a moment to wire the way you think. Hey, y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help rewire the way you think. And as I always say, practice daily mindset rehabilitation. And that's my 2 cents in there, y'all. Peace.
Thank y'all for listening to today's episode. And remember, don't rewind your life, fast forward it. Until next time, keep moving forward. Hey, y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help rewire the way you think. All right, y'all. Peace.